Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers, and today should be the last day that we have to harvest for spring cleaning. 2 fields to go. The one that we're headed to now is, well, we just barely started it. I think we're actually 1/3 of the way through the field. We have another one down over the hill to do, and I do remember we have a little bit of a patch to do in the field up there that I kind of missed or forgot to do before. But no time to waste. Want to get this done today. I have not checked. What is the price of canola today? $8.40. The price is going down day by day now. So, but today, I mean, it should be the last day. I don't see no reason why it wouldn't be. As for jobs available for us today, nothing too special. Not that there is anymore, but a couple plow jobs, a transport job, and somebody wants tomatoes. But all that is going to have to wait because it's time to get this harvesting over and done with. Day 10? Yes, the 10th of April. The weather's been on our side. For the most part, it usually is in Farmer's Dynasty. But, you know, if we could figure out the helper situation for harvesting, that would be great. We would have been done this a little bit quicker. And we probably got more money because they would have been harvesting when the price of canola was really good. But after 10 days of the market just getting flooded with our canola, the price is just dropping little by little by little. Looks like I left some in the combine harvester overnight. But that's all fine. It's all good. And so I'm thinking we'll get one more trailer out of this field. And then I think I'll go up and get the field that I kind of missed some. And then head on down over the hill and get that done. And that's all I'm going to really do today. I mean, it is a Sunday, right? Yeah, it is a Sunday. Let's not work ourselves to death here. And then we'll go back to the farm when we get done, chat up with the wife. I don't think I really need to mow any more grass around the house. I think it's all outside the gate kind of stuff. If I really have anything to do, actually. Because we've been doing it little by little here and there. Almost done with this field here, but our combine is just about full, and our trailer will be full here in just a second. That appears to be over. How can I get the right angle for the tractor and trailer? I can't see the trailer, so I have to stop that. Because I will overfill it. There we go. Now I can see the trailer. Let's not overfill and spill anything. Close enough. All right. Time to head on up and make some cash today on a Sunday. Looks like we're getting in line with all the traffic headed on up. So I'll probably just bring the tractor and trailer to the field up here. Although I don't expect the trailer, the combine to get full from the field that we got left there and the one up here. But you never know. Yeah, the yard's looking pretty good. We got it pretty well mowed around the house and the farmyard. I think it's good to go, really. Maybe mow a little bit more around the fireplace, possibly. And then it's just a matter of taking care of the fields one by one when we want to. Like I said, there's no rush really per se. But the fields like way out in the east that are being taken care of as we speak. The fields up in the northwest, we'll just hire workers because they're further away from the farm, so it's less traveling for us to go. We have plenty of fields around the farm to handle ourselves. So it shouldn't take us too long to finish up the field that we're in. Like I said, the field that's just like right over that, on the other side of that pond over there. That should take just a quick second or so. And then head on down the lakeside for our last field of canola. And that's not a big field. I think it's not even a hectare. I don't think so, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Somewhere around there, but that should, we should zip that out in no time as well. And then we'll have finished our spring cleaning. But today we should get up to 4.1 million, which should be more than enough cash to keep us above 4 million after we turn over all the fields at some point. So the only way I can see us dropping below 4 million if I start buying more fields, or if somehow the game comes out with new equipment. Yeah, and I don't really see us buying any fields at the moment. We got more than enough for sure. Who knows? I could just one day I'll say, hey, let's buy the rest of the fields or something like that. Could you imagine having all these fields with winter canola in it, and then you harvest in the springtime? Of course, if you can afford all the fields then you had cash to begin with. So there we go. The question is now, are we going to get another full trailer? I like how people just love to walk through the market up here. The question is, are we getting another full trailer with all the amount of harvesting we got left to do? And I'm going to say no. But we will soon find out. So, very little left in this field. Very little left in the field where I just parked the tractor and trailer. And then, like I said, we'll head on down to Lakeside. Finish off that field. We'll deliver the rest of the canola we have. And then bring the combine harvester up to the farm. We'll give it a wash. And put it in the barn. Because we shouldn't need it now for a few weeks. A few months. It takes a few months for these fields to turn to harvest. And the other thing we have to do is when we're taking care of our fields is just to make sure we have a scarecrow in it. Alright, so another field done. Time to go up and finish off this other one. Yeah, it's too bad the scarecrow didn't come out before we started spring cleaning, because we would be better off right now. But we did pretty good. We reached our first goal, which was get $1 million from spring cleaning, and then we hit our second goal of getting into $4 million. And I think now the only goal I have is to get little Timmy off to school. But first, little Timmy's got to come out of the crib, so that's going to take a while. As far as I know, it's going to take another year. Actually, you know what? The way the traffic is, I probably should have gone over the other dirt road. But you can go over the bridge, because the header will ride the rails. Just like that. And here is the little section I kind of forgot last time I was up here harvesting. So it's not going to take us too long, like I said, to finish off this field, and we'll empty the combine into the trailer. And I'm going to see if we can get the entire field down there into the combine. Then I can bring the combine up here and empty into the trailer back up here. Don't know if that's going to work out for us or not, but we're about to soon find out. A lot of people walking around today. Although it is a nice day, it's a Sunday, everyone's outside relaxing. Looks like they're going to the pond. Looks like some of my crop could be going outside the trailer, but I'm sure it's all registering inside. So we need to head on down to this field here, which is, oh, it's only half a hectare. I'm guessing we could probably sneak that all into the combine. Let's head on down and find out. It's our last field. Is that Janet or is that her wife? That's Janet. They're like twins. And there she be, the last canola field of the spring. All 40 some odd fields that we own. Alright, put the header down, turn the header on. It's probably going to fill the combine just before I can finish, knowing the way things go. But if so, we will manage it and take care of it. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to fill our combine up before... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Almost forgot. Make sure we get our 10%. Where's... Wow, looking right past my combine. Wish my farmer was a little more athletic to jump over the header. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to fill the combine up before I can finish the field. I actually think this field here is the first field I fertilized with Fert X when it came out. I think I bought this field because it was just a barren field, needed to be plowed, cultivated, and all that. And when that patch came out, I bought this field and we spread some Fert X on it. See how it worked. That seems ages ago. Well, there's our combine full, so I need to come all the way back up to here. And head on down to Lakeside with our 4,000 liters, or excuse me, kilograms. So let's head on down to Lakeside with the tractor and trailer, which I was kind of thinking I wouldn't have to, but I wasn't even close. Well, just finished unloading the combine, so we are in the home stretch here. Actually, I feel a little bit better, actually, that I had to bring the tractor and trailer down here to unload the combine, because it makes me feel a little bit better going to the sell point with almost... It's going to be like 2/3 of a trailer, maybe. Something like that. Nothing worse than go up to the sell point with a huge trailer like that and have it like 10% full, because it makes you wonder, is it worth the trip? But in Farmer's Dynasty, I don't see any reason to store your crop. And really, once you get to this point, your silo doesn't really hold probably enough crop to begin with. Well, we had some good days on the spring cleaning where the crop, the canola was, you know, in the upper 900s, and it slowly got down to lower 900s. And then we dropped into the 800s, and I forgot, what was it today, like 840 or something like that? Still a pretty good price. Not the best, but it's not the worst. I've seen canola down to 700. And there we have it. Our canola fields are done. Excuse me. So we go to our stat page. Yeah, we got some fields that have been seeded, but there are no canola fields. They have been all taken care of. I don't know when it shows you what the stat of field has to be before it says there's crop in it, because we had a couple fields, kind of like the one we just did before this one, where I left some crop, forgot some crop in it. That wasn't registering that it needed to be harvested. Or the other one where I accidentally fired a worker and it had like 25% crop in it. That didn't show it was needed for harvest on the stat page. Yeah, the stat page and me don't get along too well. So we're going to leave the combine down here for now. We're going to go take care of our grain first. So let's head on up, sell that. Then we'll bring this tractor and trailer back to the farm. I think we will give it a good wash, both the trailer and the tractor. Fuel wise, we're good. But one more trip on up to the sell point. And we should, like I said, yeah, we got more than enough to get up to 4.1 million. So let's get over there and sell this crop. Alright, now we get to see what our final total kind of is. Even though we've been hiring workers to start already working for the summer harvest. And you would think with the social points and money that we have that every NPC would be have a smiley face with us, but that's not the case. I wonder how much money and social points you have to everyone like you. So $4.113 million is what we end up with. I say that's a pretty good spring cleaning because I think we started, I don't have my paper in front of me, but I want to say 2.556. So I'm just trying to figure out, you know, if we didn't pay all of our workers, did all ourselves, I definitely wouldn't be near 2 million, but it's getting close to that 2 million. I mean, we're like $400,000 shy of that, and I did not spend $400,000 hiring workers. That is one heck of a cleanup. Alright, we need to wash up this trailer and tractor. So let's head on down to our snug little barn. One thing I haven't tried in a while is try to access the wash point from the back side of the barn, so I don't have to drive in the main yard. That would be really nice if they could adjust it, just that. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. There's that greenhouse with melons and whatever else I planted, because I don't remember. Yeah, so I'd love to come up here to this door. Oh, you can. Okay. It does reach over here. Great. We just want a wash vehicle. And you know what? Fuel in stock. We're getting kind of low on the fuel. Let's wash this vehicle. And you know what? I don't want to paint that because I kind of like the looks of that trailer the way it is. So how long have we been able to get to access that garage trigger from that side? Now I know it's been a few patches since they said they widened the trigger, and I didn't try it. But if you didn't know now, I guess now you do as well as me. You can come to the back side of the garage instead of trying to drive through the yard like I always do. So now we got a clean tractor full of fuel, clean trailer, which we don't need for a while. It's funny how our articulated trailers are just magically shifting on their own. They were parked straight once, I swear. And I haven't moved them since. And they're just, while they're doing that. Alright, so we'll leave our tractor there. No, I'm not trying to use the bus stop. I'm trying to get into my combine harvester. Really? No, I don't want a worker for the field. Some days, you just can't win. Alright, I guess I'll just take the bus stop, because the bus stop is right there for the combine. I'm clicking on it, and it's making me either want to do work for the field, or saying, hey, if you want to use the bus stop, well, I'll get my exercise in by running over to the bus stop. And also I want to see if they charge me for using the bus stop. Because when I did the last update, the first time I took the bus stop for the day, they charged me for using the bus stop. So the only important numbers on the money is the last 3 digits is 142. So we want to go to here, to here. Do they charge me today for using the bus stop? Yes, see, I'm down to $140. So they charged me $2 for the first time you use the bus stop on the day. There's proof. I saw nothing in the patch notes. Maybe that's always been a thing, and I don't know. Maybe it was, and I went over it, but I don't remember. I don't remember that being a thing where they charge you $2 for using the bus stop for the first time. Now, if I go use the bus stop again, because I tried this in the update video, it didn't subtract money. But that is interesting. It does charge you $2 for using the bus stop. You think all I've done for this town, I can't get a free ride. All the buildings we fixed. And I don't know why I'm using cruise control on the combine, because it only does 24 when you cruise. But if you're not cruising, you can get up to 31. So yeah, we're going to bring this combine. Yeah, we'll wash the header. Let's bring the combine to the back side of the barn. We'll wash it. We'll put the header away, and then put the combine in our barn, where it hasn't been parked in like half a year, because I left it over the winter parked down at Old Wheatford. Alright, hopefully the trigger works on this side as well. It does. Enter. It's reading the header, so we need just to wash vehicle. I was hoping it would wash the combine as well, but looks like I can do it just like this. And a wash vehicle. I really don't need to refuel it, because this combine just doesn't go through the fuel. And I think I left myself enough room up here for the header. Lower that down. There we go. And this combine goes just as fast backwards as it does forward. And this is where I usually park the combine. It's a little snug. I haven't been in here in a while. This is where I used to store my straw bales when I first started. I like how it shows texture where I like plowed or driven in here, but oh well. But I used to store my straw bales in there because that's, it is a hay barn. Rex, really? Ah, this dog. There, now he moves so I can park in here straight. I think I used to park the header in here with it, so that's probably why I was a little snug than before. That's good. Stuck there. There we go. Yeah, that's in far enough. That's all good. I know I was getting hungry. Oh yeah, we're hungry. And that's 45. That's 40. There we go. Wow, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon though. Let's go ahead and we'll take a peek at our moisture. Oh yeah, our crops need some water. Yeah, I could use to do a little mowing around here, but we are now at the point of getting the things when we want to. Timmy's in the crib. Let's go say I think we'll say hello and compliment her today because... Alright, I'll stand over here. Thought you were actually ready to communicate.
Hi, babe.
Good evening, darling.
Alright, let's tell her she looks like a princess.
You look like the princess I've been looking for my entire life.
So nice to hear that. Thanks.
And
hi, babe.
See how
Good
she
to
is.
see you. I missed you.
I'll never forget, April is when she told
Nice
me
to
she was
see you, love.
quote-unquote
How
pregnant.
are you?
But I could tell by looking at her that
I love
something
our
was different.
hen. There's a lot of life in the hen house now, and the eggs are delicious.
And obviously she can't get pregnant now because, well, the crib is occupado. No toys or nothing in here for the kid. I'm a terrible father. I think this is where Timmy will move when he gets out of the crib. I think. Or is there a bed in here? No, there's a bed in here. I don't know. So, I mean, I guess you could probably actually have 3 kids at once. You could have 1 kid sleeping there. You could have 1 sleeping here and an infant inside the crib. 1 is good enough for me right now. But being that's a Sunday, 4 o'clock, I worked longer than I thought I would. But it was mostly just traveling around to the fields and doing all that fun stuff. Come up here to our fire. Let's light it up. And we are done doing spring cleaning. Now we can go around, plow, probably fertilize a little bit. We got all that cow manure. Our cows are not actually producing any manure right now because I think our tanks are full. And I'm pretty sure the storage tank is at capacity as well. So I'll have to probably try to find some small fields and get them turned over so I can start using some manure. So I'm not, quote unquote, wasting any because the cows had no place to store it. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the spring cleaning. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on the day on the farm. But until then, have a good one.